So I originally accessed support from the Wellbeing Service because I was coming across some challenges in my life and feeling quite low. So I'd experienced a rather unhealthy relationships a few years prior, and I don't think I really realised at the time how much that impacted me, and still really did, and I don't think I really dealt with what had happened then. When I originally sort of was thinking about accessing support, I felt really guilty. I felt like my experience wasn't bad enough and that there were people out there that had it a lot worse. I felt like I should just get over it and I should feel better, especially because it had been a while ago and I didn't feel the event and what had happened in my relationship was really significant enough. But actually starting to access therapy made me realise that maybe it wasn't so insignificant and that it was really useful to come. So when I actually went to therapy, I was really surprised at how at ease I felt. It felt really natural and really comfortable to speak to my counsellor. She was so friendly, and it just felt really open and easy. Also, I realised that there was a lot of confusion there for me in the experience I'd had with this ex-partner. I couldn't make sense of why he behaved the way that he did, and a lot of the time I would question and blame myself for what had happened and think, if only I'd done that differently, if only I was more like this, maybe it's my fault, maybe I can't be with anyone. All these different types of worries came into my head because I couldn't understand what had happened, and talking to my counsellor sort of helped me make sense of that confusion, and she would reflect back at me what had happened and lay it out quite clearly, and I could see and understand better how this situation came about. So having this opportunity of coming to counselling and just talking about how I felt and what was going on for me, it really helped me find some closure to the experiences I had and the feelings that were still impacting me. It felt like I could finally let go and accept that this had happened, but that I wanted to move forward with my life regardless, without it continuously influencing me and everything I did. I think in terms of what I learned and really took away, it's not as obvious. It's a lot more an internal shift, I think, that went on within me, of a more critical mind, of thinking about the way that I feel and how things impact me and how I think and feel about myself. I've realised that actually I need to really experience and feel and talk about situations as they happen, and that is important, because otherwise I carry them with me along the way and they will come back. And to do that, I try and incorporate different practices. So rather than having a sort of talking therapy where I have a counsellor who I speak to once a week, I keep a journal in which I share and sort of allow myself to really openly speak or write about my emotions as they come up throughout the days, so that I really deal with these things as I go along.